Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about some neck and wrist recovery work. We are going to be working on an elevated surface. I have a bench. You can absolutely use a chair, a couch, preferably something that's harder is better, but if it's softer, we can work around that. Okay, so we're gonna start off by a couple of little gentle warm-ups and stretches. So I'm gonna grab the edge of the surface, so my fingers are gonna be just barely over the edge, and then I'm gonna walk my feet out a little bit, and I'm gonna push my hips just barely off of this surface. Now I'm gonna drop my shoulders down, and I'm gonna push up, being aware to push my chest up and through. So that's coming down and pushing up. Let's go ahead and go for 10 of these, down and up, being mindful to open your chest every time and not cave in. Little teeny movements. These are very similar to scapula push-ups if you've done those before. And on that 10th one, go ahead and push all the way up, push your chest up and through, big chest, big chin, and go ahead and look to the side and down. Big breath in, slow breath out, and then same thing on the other side, look into the other side. We're still pushing against that bench, pushing chest up and through, and down, big breath in, slow breath out, and go ahead and walk yourself back onto that bench. Now what we're gonna do is take your hand and lift up your hip. We're gonna place your hand with fingers in under your butt, and this is gonna pull your arm down. We want your palm to be down against the bench and fingers to be facing away from that wrist. So now we're gonna go ahead and look away. Big breath in, slow breath out. And as you exhale, go ahead and drop your chin a little bit. We're kind of pulling our cheek into that shoulder, keeping your palm down. Let's go 2 more breaths in and out. 1 more in and out. And let's go ahead and switch sides. Same thing, palm down, fingers in on the other side, holding that down. You want your shoulder to be back just a little bit, and looking away. Big breath in, and slow breath out. And 1 more, big breath in, and slow breath out. And go ahead and liberate that hand. All right, so now what we're gonna do is go ahead and go from being seated to being behind your elevated surface. For your purposes, you can just situate yourself so that you're facing wherever the elevated surface is. I have a bench and I can move around it, and it's easier for you to see. So I'm gonna go ahead and situate myself here, and my palm is gonna be down. I'm gonna go ahead and twist so that we're in that same exact position. So down on the bench, making an L between my forefinger and thumb. Go ahead and push down on that wrist and shift forward. And let's do this 2 more times, and shifting. So I'm shifting my elbow over my fingertips, keeping my palm down, and we got 1 more of these, and big shift. And let's do that on the other side, palm down, L, and shift, and back up. I'm being really gentle here. Wrists don't like to be forced, so I'm just going to the point where my wrist will allow. Also, my elbows are very strange, so hopefully yours don't look like they are indented. And we got this last one. All right, and shake them out, shake them out, shake them out. And situate yourself back to a seated position. All right, so we're gonna shake them out. Grab your 2 top fingers and pulling them in. 1 big breath in, 1 breath out. letting your shoulders fall. We're gonna go to do the same thing on the other side. I'm grabbing my forefinger and middle finger and pulling them in. Big breath in. And slow breath out. Shoulders should feel looser, neck should feel looser. And there you go. We got some neck and wrist mobility.